Why do women earn less? And what can you do about it? Hello to you. If you're coming to my channel for the first time, my name is Alena Huberová and I help ladies in business to become amazing managers. Managers they always wish they had. Today, I want to address a very important question, and for that, I'd love to share with you the insights and information that I took away from an event that I attended recently here in this market in the Czech Republic, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. It's called the Equal Pay Day, and it's a wonderful opportunity to meet very interesting women from different sectors, industries, from the arts, from the corporate world, from the governmental institutions, and to hear very interesting female speakers and female influencers to talk about fundamental issues, such as the role of a woman in the society, and as part of that discussion, the salary gender gap. Now, I was shocked by some of these statistics given. For instance, here in this Czech market, the gap between what men and women earn on average is 20%. Oh my God, I wasn't aware of that. I will put some links down below so that you can see what the gap is for your local market. Yeah, I think it's interesting to know. As you can imagine, there's many different reasons and many different contributing factors to the salary gap. And they also differ from country to country, from culture to culture. But there is one major contributing factor that is pretty much valid across. And it's the one I want to talk about today. You ready? We women don't negotiate, or we don't negotiate hard enough. And this is a major issue. So, why don't we look at some of the reasons why this is so, and most importantly, what you can do about it? Let's do it. So, the first reason is that we women find this whole salary negotiation question really uncomfortable. It triggers strong emotions. It appears that we women approach the salary question very emotionally, whereas our male counterparts, they go about it in a very rational way. So why on earth are we so emotional about it? Well, from the gender research, we know that we women tend to be much more focused on people and on preserving relationships. And so that could be a reason for why we very quickly say yes to anything that is proposed to us in terms of salary. We don't want to be perceived as troublemakers. Now, this is flawed because you can still be assertive, you can still fight for what you are worth without harming the relationship. Yeah? But this is one of the reasons why the negotiation is so difficult for us, because we approach it in a very emotional way. The second reason why this is so difficult for us is that many of us absolutely hate self-PR. We hate talking about our own achievements, which seems to be something much easier and much more natural for our wonderful male counterparts. Now, think about the consequences. If you hate talking about yourself, if you hate talking about your own achievements, will you build a strong enough business case for yourself to get the salary that you deserve? Probably not. Will you be assertive and persuasive at the negotiation table? Probably not. So maybe it's time to learn how to sell ourselves, right? The third reason why this whole negotiation is so uncomfortable for us: women's self-confidence comes crashing down after the maternity leave. Again, think about this. We women in many countries, we are still the primary caretakers. We take the responsibility of raising children. Now that means that we spend quite a few years out of the workforce. Now, when we come back, many women, when they come back, they don't feel strong enough to negotiate the salary they want and deserve, simply because they've been out for too long. So no wonder they say yes to whatever is offered to them. Fourth reason, many women do not educate themselves on money, on finances. They do not plan for their financial future. And many of them still rely for their partners to do that. Well, this could be a little bit dangerous. If you don't educate yourself, if you don't plan for your financial future, then you will probably not have strong motivations to even open up the salary question with your employer, or you will not be proactive in looking for the opportunities that would give you the money that you're worth. And finally, the fifth reason for why this is so uncomfortable for us. We women struggle with self-confidence. We women are master self-doubters, so much more than our male counterparts. And again, think about the implications. If you constantly doubt yourself and your ability and your capacity, will you be proactive in that salary negotiation? Will you even open it up? How assertive, how persuasive will you be at the negotiation table if you don't believe in yourself? You will probably not. And then there is another part of that. We women battle with a whole spectrum of self-limiting beliefs. And some of these self-limiting beliefs are actually rooted in stereotypes. Now let me explain. If, for instance, you work in a predominantly male environment, maybe you come to the conclusion that women in your company are not supported, and therefore you as a woman will not move very far in the company. Or you may come to the conclusion that women are not perceived as capable enough in your company. Okay, so you absolutely believe you cannot really go far in the company. Now, if that is what you believe, you will probably not go very far in the company, because whatever you believe, whatever you hold as your truth is very much going to impact your results. Henry Ford said it really nicely. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. So be very careful about what you believe in, because that could be keeping you stuck. So let's move over to some tips. Some tips to help you feel more comfortable with that salary negotiation. So the first one, educate yourself about money, about finances, plan for your financial future. And as part of that, be proactive. Ask for salary raise or look for a job that will give you a salary which reflects your value. Don't wait for somebody to spot your talent and suddenly give you a raise, because if you wait, you might be waiting forever. You need to be proactive about it. Tip number 2, get your argumentation ready. You need to build your own business case that takes into account your education, your experience, your skill set, your knowledge, your experience. I said that, I think. All these different things. In some countries, you even have some additional support, like here in the Czech Republic, since they're really trying to narrow down the salary gap. The Ministry of, Social Affairs and Labor, they came up with this wonderful tool, which is the salary calculator. I will publish it down below if you are based in the Czech Republic. And in the salary calculator, you just input some basic data about yourself and the type of position that you're looking for, and it will spit out the salary level that you can expect, which is really wonderful. Okay, so look for some tools that might be available in your market to help you build that business case. Yeah, you really need to come prepared and have strong sales argumentation for yourself, because otherwise you will just be stuck with the salary the company offers you in the first place. Tip number 3, if you have hard time talking about your achievements, there is a wonderful thing that you can do. Talk about the achievements of the team that you led or the team that you were part of. You see, studies show that we women are so much more effective negotiating on behalf of a group than in negotiating for ourselves. So keep it in mind. Support yourself in that team result, in the team achievements, and talk about these. Yeah. I think you should still talk about your own, but you can really use this technique. That will definitely make you feel better. Tip number 4, always ask for a yearly salary. Yeah, that makes it easier for you and also for your future employer, so they have a concrete idea of your expectations. And here's a tip that's been given, which I loved. So if you don't have access to these tools that can help you build a stronger business case, just build it yourself based on your experience, skill set, blah, blah, blah. And then add 20%. And that way you will probably approach the type of salary that your male colleagues might ask for that position. Okay, I thought that was a good tip. Tip number 5, or was it 4? I don't know, I don't remember. Look for female mentors. You know, women who already achieved what you want to achieve, or who are at the level that you want to get to, because they may share some useful tips and ideas with you. Also look for female networks, female groups, female associations, because usually you will find that there is an atmosphere of trust, of sharing of experiences, and people really like helping each other. I think it's really so important for us women to get together and support each other, support our growth, yeah, so that we can really narrow down this salary gap and finally get what we want and what we deserve. And finally, is it 5 or 6? I don't know, but develop your skills. Look, if you really feel uncomfortable about this whole salary negotiation, you need to start working on yourself. Maybe you can boost up your negotiation skills. Maybe the fact that you feel uncomfortable about it is simply because you don't know how to, you don't have the techniques, so get some negotiation training. Or if you are so scared that you will harm the relationship, and that is why you're not even opening up the salary negotiation question, then get some communication training, get some assertiveness training, and you will clearly understand why you find it so difficult, and then you will also understand that you can still be assertive, but at the same time preserve the relationship. Yeah, And very, very important, I talked to you about the beliefs. You better find out what truth you hold about yourself, about others and the world. These are the self-limiting beliefs that might keep you stuck where you are. So you definitely want to find out what these stories are. What are your beliefs? Because remember, your beliefs pretty much determine your results. So you definitely want to get to know yourself a little bit better. On that note, I do have a few videos that I'm going to link down below or here. I don't know how I'm going to do it. And in there you've got some more information on how you can go about it. In conclusion, there are still things that you can't change. But as I'm hoping you're seeing from this video, there is plenty of things that you can change, that are in your control. You can do them in order to feel better and more capable to start negotiating the salary that you want and that you deserve. If I can help you, please do let me know. And as you know, we have got the She Leads community that empowers women, that helps women to build many different skills. So if we can help you, we'll be super happy. So, if you like this video, please like it. If you find it useful, please share it with other female colleagues that also want to get the salary they deserve. And otherwise, have a beautiful day and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.